Wilder says he doesn't know if he'd take a fight with Joshua, even if offered 50-50. The champion says his team have already got things in line, and he's not sure if he would disrupt plans, even if previous demands were met.
So he'd not.
What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some more news concerning Deontay Wilder. In the latest article, Deontay says out of his own mouth, not by accident, not by mistake, but intentionally, says that if he was offered 50-50, he doesn't know if he would take a fight with Anthony Joshua. Look, this is what the man said. Now things are starting to come to the light. 50-50 is that crazy number that he wanted, right? That people tried to justify him receiving, him getting, him desiring for this 50-50 straight up the middle with Anthony Joshua, even though Anthony Joshua has done 3 times as much as he's done in his whole career in half the time. He wants 50-50. His supporters wanted 50-50 for him, naturally. But now, his failed attempt at a second rematch with Fury, his draw with Fury, his win over Luis Ortiz, his refusal to take $100 million to fight Anthony Joshua. That tells you right then, it was not about money. I mean, you can't really miss what you never had like that. So he's not really banking on the money, on top of hearing advisors and people tell him that this is the best route to go. Don't take that route, take this route. Now he says, oh, because my team has other plans. What other plans would you be wanting to do besides unify the division with one fight? It would be different if Joshua was like a belt holder, right? That had a belt, singular, and there were 2 other fighters. But Anthony Joshua was one guy with 3 belts. He could easily, can't say easily win, but there can only be a winner or a loser, okay? Unless you draw, right? But not more than likely 2 guys that hit as hard as Joshua and Wilder, right? So my thing is, why wouldn't he want to take that? And what else would he be doing if he's not going for undisputed? And the biggest thing is, it's not Deontay Wilder, because you can't blame all of Deontay Wilder at the end of the day. You know who you need to blame? The people that support Deontay Wilder. The people that ride with Deontay Wilder, even though he might say the sky is fucking purple. Right? They will ride with him, knowing damn well, no, that's blue. No, that's purple. Okay? My thing is, what do you guys say to this when you got Deontay Wilder not even trying to negotiate, not even trying to want what he said he wanted? Okay? Like, I'm pretty sure some smart ass twister, some journalist will say something to twist the narrative. Oh, well, he should have had the fight when it was available, when Deontay Wilder wanted to fight him. Like, we don't know that Deontay wanted to fight him at all. Why? Why, you ask? Because where, at what time did Deontay Wilder's plans change? Where, do you remember one champion, one face, one name? Remember that? He used to say that shit all the time to prove that he was the baddest man on the planet. How do you prove that you're the baddest man on the planet? Oh, you beat the other champion with the rest of the belts. You strive for unification. So my thing is, why all of a sudden Deontay Wilder's plans have changed. Because if he's not fighting Joshua, maybe he might try to go after Fury and try to pretend like the last fight, whoever wins that fight is the real heavyweight champion without even fighting the real heavyweight fucking champion. That may happen. And Fury is on his contract with ESPN. But the way he's fighting, hell, if he has 5 fights, he's going to fight twice this year. So he might fight 3 times next year. But my thing is, who's over there that he can fight that's going to generate that amount of money, that's going to actually mean something? See, Deontay Wilder's wins, none of them have meant anything. Think about it, guys. What win did he win that meant something besides Ortiz? He fought Fury, you drawed with him, that's not good enough. What has he accomplished in the sport of boxing? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like if you're a fan of Wilder and you're a fan of Wilder like a fanboy that just likes everything he does, simply if it's good nor bad, you're going to ride with him. Like motherfuckers that follow football a lot, they ride with whoever team, regardless of all the star players have been traded off the team, they're still riding with that particular team. I guess that's what it's going to be. But just say that. Just say, hey, Deontay Wilder just needs to come out and really just, hey, man, I don't want to fight. I'm comfortable with my WBC belt, and I won't sell it for any amount of money. Because that's what I'm hearing. That's what's happening. They're trying to hold the WBC for ransom simply because that's the last belt that Joshua does not have. And with $100 million, there shouldn't be any more negotiation with Deontay Wilder. Because the worst thing they could have done is offered him that money. Now, this fool thinks he's worth $100 million. But they made him think that. They made his value that because that's what he was offered. He doesn't have to accept it or take it. It's just offered to his ass. So now that it's offered, he could always say, yeah, they offered me $100 million. I don't take it because I want to bet on myself. But at the same time, it's almost like a chick you've always wanted to date. And she tried to ask you out and you dumped her. But in the back of your mind, you know what? She wanted me. She wanted to take me out, and I turned her down. That type of shit. Okay? So, while these Wilder fans are all, chest bumping and high-fiving and shit, they're not realizing that the person that you're riding for is not even doing the thing that you supposed to be fans of him doing. He's supposed to be a fighter, and he ain't fucking fighting. He don't want the top fights. He wants the cherry picks. He wants these smaller oppositions. And mind you, shout outs to Showbiz the Adult. He did a video about Deontay Wilder, one of his latest videos. And he had a clip, and I missed this. I don't believe I missed it, but I did. Where Deontay Wilder was on the PBC show with Abner Mares and Sean Porter and a British reporter, and she had some good questions. And I actually covered that. But I didn't get and catch what Deontay Wilder says. He said that I like to take low risk and high rewards. This guy actually said that shit. I'm going to leave the link below. I'm going to find the link and put it below and tell you what number that is so you can go to that actual number to see when he said that fuckery. That tells you everything right there. And a lot of times, people say things by accident, or they tell the truth. If they're lying all the time, they tell the truth by accident. It's a psychological thing. You're lying a lot about something and you absolutely slip up and say the truth. That's what he did. He wants low risk fights like he's always wanted. You see what I'm saying? He never wanted something that you didn't know if he was going to win or not. He wanted that shit platformed by Al Heyman and his managers because Deontay Wilder, I look at Deontay Wilder now no differently that I looked at Butterbean. You guys remember Butterbean, the guy that just, he had no neck, he was fat, he was, bald headed, and he was just knocking out tomato cans left and right, people you didn't even heard of, right? He would knock them out, but it was an attraction, a heavyweight attraction. No one really took Butterbean seriously, but it was entertaining at the end of the day. That's how I look at Deontay Wilder now. I don't look at him as anything more. I can't. You can't look at someone that doesn't want to unify, doesn't want to take on the high risk, high reward fights. Not fucking low risk. You know what I mean? That just tells you that you just want to fight a bunch of easy oppositions, easy opponents. And it's sad, but he's revealing himself. So from this point on, guys, let's stop pretending that this fight's going to happen, that we don't know why it ain't happened, because I'm tired of Wilder fans and other people thinking, I don't know why the fight hasn't happened. It hasn't happened because Deontay Wilder or his handlers or both do not want this fight because the risk is high. Because the chances of him getting beat, they're very high risk, right? The risks are, hey, I could lose this fight and I don't want to lose. I've got by 40 opponents. 40 opponents. And I haven't been beaten yet and I want to remain that way. And I'd be damned if something like Joshua's going to stand in my way of doing that. No, I'm not going to fight Joshua. The end. So let that sink in, people. Okay? But anyway, this is me wrapping it up. Tell me what you think. This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.